office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Honorable members, you will recall that earlier this morning at the commencement of the sitting, I notified the House of the receipt of a message from His Excellency the President nominating Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President pursuant to Article 149 of the Constitution. You will further recall. Mutuse, take your seat. Gagusha, take a seat. Honorable members, you may further recall that upon notification of the House, several members rose in their places and raised a number of issues for my guidance. The members who spoke included Honorable Robert Bukose, Honorable Mboka Milemba, Honorable Emmanuel Wangwe, Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, Honorable Jane Gakiri, Honorable Wanami Wamboka, and others. In this regard, I convened a meeting of the House Business Committee for the purpose of deliberating on the next steps to be taken by the House on this matter and guiding the House on the issues raised by the members. Honorable members, I have distilled the issues raised by the members as follows. 1. Whether Article 149(1) of the Constitution envisages an approval process in the manner contemplated by the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, Cap 7F. 2. Whether the House shall conduct public participation in voting on the nomination under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. 3. Whether the members shall be required to debate on the nomination under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. And 4. The timelines envisaged under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. And 5. The threshold for voting on the nomination under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. Honorable members, permit me to examine each of the issues that have been raised. The first, on whether Article 149(1) of the Constitution envisages an approval process in the manner contemplated by the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act. It's noteworthy that the Article 149(1) of the Constitution provides as follows, and I quote, "Within 14 days after vacancy in the office of the Deputy President arises, the President shall nominate a person to fill the vacancy and the National Assembly shall vote on the nomination within 60 days after receiving it." From a reading of Article 149(1) of the Constitution, it's expressly provided that the National Assembly shall vote on the nomination within 60 days after receiving it. The drafters of the Constitution distinguish the language used in Article 149(1) of the Constitution by expressly providing that the House is required to vote and not approve the nomination. Indeed, this is to be distinguished from the provisions of Article 132(4) of the Constitution, which provides that the President shall nominate and, with the approval of the National Assembly, appoint and may dismiss the Cabinet Secretaries in accordance with Article 152, the Attorney General in accordance with Article 156, the Secretary of the Cabinet in accordance with Article 154, Principal Secretaries in accordance with Article 155, and High Commissioners, Ambassadors, and Diplomatic and Consular Representatives. Members of the bar, take the nearest seats. Honourable members, in this regard, for all the state officers that I have just highlighted, the House is required to approve their nomination by the President. However, in respect to the Deputy President, Article 149(1) of the Constitution expressly provides that the House is required to vote on the nomination. It is noteworthy that the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act applies where an appointment under the Constitution or any other law requires an approval of the House. Consequently, noting Article 149(1) of the Constitution requires the House to take a vote on the nomination, the approval process envisaged under the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act does not apply in this case. The House will therefore adopt the precedent it has set on this matter, and this settles that point. Honourable members, the second issue was whether the House shall conduct public participation in voting on the nomination under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. As stated earlier, Article 149(1) of the Constitution requires the House to take a vote on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President, which is essentially an election. Honourable members, you will recall that the practice of the House, whenever it is confronted with an obligation to vote on the matter as relates to an election, the instances include election of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, under Articles 106 of the Constitution, the members of the East African Legislative Assembly and the Pan-African Parliament, for which the House is required to vote on nominations of members to hold such positions. The practice of the House in these instances is that the House has always proceeded directly to vote without public participation. To this end, to the extent that Article 149(1) of the Constitution contemplates the House to vote upon receiving the nomination, the requirement for public participation is not applicable in this case. This settles the second issue. Honourable members, on the third issue relating to whether members shall be allowed to debate on the nomination, is noteworthy that having determined the vote contemplated under Article 149(1) of the Constitution is an election, no debate arises on a matter of election. Indeed, you will recall that in the case of the election of a Speaker of this House and the members of the East African Legislative Assembly, no debate arises. This settles that third issue. The fourth issue, honourable members, is the issue on timelines envisaged under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. You will observe that the Article 149 of the Constitution defines the period within which the President is required to nominate a person to fill the vacancy in the office of the President, office of the Deputy President, which is within 14 days after vacancy in the office of the Deputy President arises. The National Assembly is then required to vote on the nomination within 60 days after receiving it. Honourable members, from the foregoing, Article 149(1) of the Constitution defines the maximum period within which the President and the National Assembly are required to act. To this end, the President can nominate a person to fill the vacancy from the first day of the vacancy arises up to the 14th day. On its part, the National Assembly is required to vote on any day from the first day it receives a nomination up to the 60th day after receipt of the nomination. Consequently, the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, and the vote the House is required to take today on the nomination is within the constitutional timeline provided for in Article 149(1) of the Constitution. This settles that fourth issue. The fifth and final issue that was raised was guidance on the threshold for voting under Article 149 of the Constitution. It is noteworthy that Article 149(1) of the Constitution has not defined or provided for the threshold for voting for the nomination of a person to fill the vacancy of the office of the Deputy President. Article 122(1) of the Constitution provides that, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution, any question proposed for decision in either House of Parliament shall be determined by a majority of the members in that House present and voting. Consequently, the threshold for voting on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, is a majority of the members in this House present and voting, as provided for in Article 122(1) of the Constitution. That final issue is also settled. Honourable members, in summary, therefore, I wish to guide the House as follows. 1, that Article 149 of the Constitution requires the House to take a vote on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President. 2, and in this regard, the House will be guided by its previous precedents whenever it's called upon to take a vote on a matter as relates to the election of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and members of IALA and Pan-African Parliament. 3, that no debate arises on a matter that the House is required to take a vote. 4, that the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, and the vote the House is required to take on the nomination is within the constitutional timeline provided for in Article 149(1) of the Constitution. 5, that the House Business Committee has resolved that the vote contemplated under Article 149(1) of the Constitution be taken today during this sitting of the House. 6, that the threshold for voting on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, is a majority of the members in the House present and voting as provided for in Article 122(1) of the Constitution. The House is therefore accordingly guided and may now proceed to take the vote. Clerk, can you ring the division bell for 5 minutes? Yes, Wanjala? Wanjala?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. As you have rightly said, that we will take a vote. But, Mr. Speaker, this House recognizes 3 types of voting. There is acclamation, there is direct digital voting, and then there is a vote we take by reading out the names.
Roll call. Roll call.
Roll call, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
And, Mr. Speaker, when I sit in this House, we are in concurrence that Professor Kindiki is the man, is the Deputy President. Why don't we just, so that we go home, some of us want to take flights, why don't we just vote by acclamation?
Yes.
Roko?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Article 149, protect me, Mr. Speaker.
Go on, I'm listening.
Article 149 of our Constitution, Section 1, as you have rightly pointed, that the National Assembly shall vote on the nomination of the nominated Deputy President. Mr. Speaker, the mood of the House is that there is no objection whatsoever as far as nomination of Professor Kindiki is concerned. Yes, we are ready with our cards to vote electronically, but Mr. Speaker, we seek your ruling and indulgence so that we can go by acclamation and we solve the matter once and for all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable members. Yes, Senior Counsel. Senior Counsel Otiende. Give Otiende a moment.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I know this is a serious moment in history. It is also a constitutional moment. I wholly agree with the Honorable Wanjala, Honorable Ruku, in terms of the mood of the House. However, Mr. Speaker, there are things we need to do for the record, not just for ourselves. Even as we speak, this whole process is being challenged in court. We need not allow any gap, because so far, from the start to now, we have not allowed any gap. Let us not be in a rush to allow a gap. I beseech members, let us vote electronically. It does not take time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, let's not open debate on this. Electronic voting takes less than 5 minutes. I'm sure you know this. So since the House is nearly full, let's have the division bell rung for just 5 minutes. Then we draw the bar, you log in, and we call out the vote. and the majority leader and minority leader nominate one person each to act as tellers. Then with those who don't have cards, I said, you record at the table with the clerks.
You're watching live pictures from the National Assembly, where members of Parliament are preparing to vote for the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. Professor Kithure Kindiki is currently serving as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, a role he has held since October 2022, with a brief hiatus between the 11th July 2024 and 8th of August 2024, when the President dissolved his cabinet. As the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Honorable Kindiki has led and overseen achievement of various milestones and reforms, including the Police Equipment Modernization Program, significantly enhancing the capabilities of Kenya's security services, finalization of a strategic framework to commence implementation of police reforms recommended by the Honorable Justice David Maraga Task Force, as well as abolishment of the previous vetting processes for issuance of national identity cards, recognition of minority groups and stateless communities, ensuring they receive Kenyan citizenship and associated rights, and operationalization of the Public Benefit Organizations Act. These are some of the achievements of Professor Kithure Kindiki as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior. Prior to his appointment to the cabinet, Professor Kindiki served as the elected senator for Tharaka Nithi County from 2013, in which time he also served as the Deputy Speaker of the Senate, as well as the Majority Party Leader in the Senate. In his role as Senate Majority Leader, he spearheaded the legislative agenda of the Majority Party in the Senate and served as the leader of the Majority Party. As Senate Deputy Speaker, Professor Kindiki deputized the Senate Speaker in presiding over sittings and debates in the House of Senate and enforcing rules of procedure and parliamentary processes. Honorable Kindiki also conducted oversight roles, governance of counties, and participated in law-making on matters affecting counties. As an advocate of the High Court of Kenya with legal experience spanning over 24 years, Honorable Kindiki was consulted for international organizations, including the World Trade Organization's WTO, the African Union, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development IGAD, the United Nations, and UN specialized agencies such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees UNHCR and United Nations Development Program UNDP, and practice as Defense Counsel at the International Criminal Court at The Hague. Honorable Kindiki has also taught law and held various administrative positions at Moi University School of Law and the University of Nairobi School of Law. He began his career as an assistant lecturer in law at Moi University immediately upon graduating with an undergraduate degree in law. He then joined the University of Nairobi as a lecturer after graduating with a PhD in international law, where he quickly rose to the head of Department of Public Law at the young age of 33 years, and then to position of Associate Dean at the age of 35. Professor Kindiki was later promoted to the post of Associate Professor of Law at Kenyatta University. He has authored 35 publications, including books, book chapters, and articles in local and international peer-reviewed journals. Honorable Kindiki holds a Bachelor of Law degree from Moi University, a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law, a Master's of Law degree, and a doctorate in international law from the University of Pretoria in South Africa. His professional affiliations include membership of the Academic Council on the United Nations system, the International Association for the Study on Forced Migration, the International Commission of Juries, the East African Law Society, and the Law Society of Kenya, LSK.
Order, honorable members. Take your seats. Take your seats. Sergeant, you may now draw the bar. Close the bar, sorry. And of course, lock the door for purpose of voting. So just read out this. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Can I have a feel on how many members don't have their cards? Not many. I request respectfully members who don't have their cards to come to where civil servants sit, where they come to this house, on both sides. And you can go to either side, it doesn't matter, but get in there. Sergeant, give them way. Ingia huko. Yes. Get to this side, honorable members without cards. You can even spill to the back, no problem. You will be called. Catherine, if you have no card, move in. Yes. Member for Gatundu. Member for Gatundu, complete your journey where you're going. Order, honorable members, move this side. Evo Barra, you also don't have your card? Come this side. Now, honorable members, the question we are voting on is on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That is the question. Now log in. Take out your cards. Take out your cards. Log in. Dara, we are right? Not yet. Tungoje wakurugenzi wa mitambo. Catherine, you have your card?
Yes, yes, a card.
Yes.
So serious.
Who are the tellers? They are not tellers. Okay. Order. Katana, what is the problem? Tunangojea wakurugenzi wa mitambo. Jora, are we ready? Okay. Are we? It's not work. Then you join this.
Then you better announce.
Okay, members who have logged in now vote. Yeah, then you will record here. Just hold.
Need to tell them to hold on and as it counts down to 0.
Yes. Order members, don't interfere with your cards so that the system can record and count as you vote. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. End of voting. Vote now. Order. Joro, what's the problem? Order, members. Let's repeat. Log out. And your rules require that you vote in silence. Log out. Log in. Once you've logged in, just hold until you are told vote now. Don't vote yet. Is it malfunctioning? Kirui, is it malfunctioning?
Yes. We have a challenge in the system.
Yes.
We may have to... Let's hear the advertisement.
Clerk.
It's registering. They can proceed to log in now. Proceed to log in.
Is it working?
It's not working. We have a challenge.
You're okay? You have a problem?
Vote now.
Vote now. Vote now. Vote now. The IT man, what's the problem? Let's try one more chance, then if it doesn't, we explore different opportunities. Let's see. Vote now. Member for Kisumu, you have voted. You remain where you are. Eh? Pardon? Yes, it's done. Order, members. Order. So you remain in your seats. When the voting is going on, you remain in your seats. The three ladies go back. What's the problem? Now, for the members who didn't have their cards, you will pass one by one, and they will tick against your name. You've already voted here. Oh, very good. And yourself? You have voted? Oh, you are voting? Okay. If you have voted, take your seats. Those whose equipment malfunctioned can come to the desk here and report to the clerk. Eh? Okay, okay. I see. Next time, this is whether we are voting we will not report it. If it doesn't work again, I'll report to the Parliamentary Service Commission.
Unataka tukule ya kelele.
Tunakimbia kwenda. Kwenda vile. Na hawa Waislamu pia wanataka kwenda msikiti.
On the screen, but very many of you are voting manually, so you are not part of the 150.
Good afternoon. You're watching live pictures from the floor of the National Assembly, where members are currently voting on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. The professor was nominated today by the President to fill up that position, which fell vacant following the removal from office of the previous holder. And Professor Kindiki is currently serving as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration. Kindiki is currently serving as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, a role he has held since October 2022, albeit also for a small or a brief hiatus between July 11th and August 8th, 2020. The Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration has served under different capacities, among them the Deputy Speaker of the Senate, the Senator for Tharaka Nithi County, and is currently serving as the Interior Cabinet Secretary. As an advocate of the High Court of Kenya with legal experience spanning over 24 years, Professor Kindiki has consulted for various international organizations, among them WTO, that is the World Trade Organization, the African Union, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, the United Nations, and UN specialized agencies such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and United Nations Development Program UNDP, and practice as defense counsel at the International Criminal Court at The Hague. He has also taught law and held various administrative positions at Moi University School of Law and the University of Nairobi School of Law. He began his career as an assistant lecturer in law at Moi University, immediately upon graduating with an undergraduate degree in law. He then joined the University of Nairobi as a lecturer after graduating with a PhD in international law, where he quickly rose to the head of Department of Public Law at the age of 33 years, and then to position of Associate Dean at the age of 35. Professor Kindiki was later promoted to the post of Associate Professor of Law at the Kenyatta University. He has authored 35 publications, including books, book chapters, and articles in local and international peer-reviewed journals. Honorable Kindiki holds a Bachelor of Laws degree from Moi University, a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law, a Master of Law degree, and a doctorate or PhD in international law from the University of Pretoria in South Africa. His professional affiliations include memberships to the Academic Council on the United Nations System, the International Association for the Study on Forced Migration, the International Commission of Jurists, the East African Law Society, and the Law Society of Kenya. In a couple of
honorable members, take your seats. Stop what you are doing, clerk. Honorable members, Hassan, order. Honorable members, taking the cue from the submission of Senior Counsel Tienda Molo, whatever you do must be a record, must be impeccable, and must speak for itself. I'm advised by the clerk that the electronic voting system is malfunctioning, and that even after you voted, the numbers are adjusting themselves upwards and downwards. Consequently, I direct that vote electronically is cancelled and annulled, and we will do a roll call vote. Clerk, majority and minority leader, give me one teller each. Bukose, and who else? Bukose and Junet. Who?
Madam myself.
Okay. Bring to who? Zamzam. Yes. And who else? One more. Who? Oh, we know. Martin. Okay, honorable members, once again, the vote is on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy of the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Clerk, you can start. Remain in your seats, remain silent. We can do this very quickly.
You ready? Tell us what situation. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Ainabkoi, Chepkonga Kiprono Samuel. Ainamoi, Langat Benjamin Kipkurui. Ainamoi, Langat Benjamin Kipkurui.
Not present.
Aldai, Kitani Marian Jebet. Alego Usonga, Atandi Samuel. Alego Usonga, Atandi Samuel. Awendo, Owino John Walter. Bahati, Mrembo Irene Joki.
Yes? Did she say? Did she say yes?
Balambala, Shurie Abdi Omar. Baringo County, Sergon Florence Jamatia. Baringo Central, Joshua Kandie. Baringo North, Magilap Joseph.
Yes.
Baringo South, Charles Cameron. Belgut, Nelson Koech. Bobasi, Innocent Obiri. Bobasi, Innocent Obiri. Bobasi, Innocent Obiri. Bamachoge Borabu, Obadia Nolfason. Barongo. Bamachoge Chache, Alpha Miruka Ondieki. Bomet County, Chepkorir Linet. Bomet Central, Richard Kilel. Bomet East, Richard Yegon. Bonchari, Charles Onchoke. Bonchari, Charles Onchoke. Bondo, Gideon Ochanda. Bondo, Gideon Ochanda. Borabu, Patrick Osero. Budalangi, Sauti Bita Wanjala. Bumula, Nelson Jack Wamboka. Bumula, Nelson Jack Wamboka. Bungoma County, Catherine Nanjala Wabilianga. Bungoma County, Catherine Nanjala Wabilianga. Bura, Ado Kuno Yakub. Bura, Ado Kuno Yakub. Bureti Kibet Komingoi Kirui. Busia County, Kadri Nomanyo. Butere Nicholas Tindi Mwale. Nicholas Tindi Mwale. Butula Joseph Oyula. Butula Joseph Oyula. Buri Muruidhania Rindikiri Mugambi. Central Imenti Moses Nguchine. Changamwe Omar Mwinyi.
Absent. In this post.
Chapalungu Victor Koech. Chapalungu Victor Koech. Cherangani Patrick Simiu Barasa. Chesume Paul Biego. Chuka Iganga Ngombe Ntuiga Patrick. Dadab Farama Alim. Yes. Dagoretti North Beatrice Elachi. Dagoretti South John Carrier. Eldama Ravine Musa Sirma. Eldas Adan Kenan. I vote yes. Elgeyo Marakwet County Jepto Ngelechei. Embakasi Central Major Dong Gadiro Benjamin. Embakasi Central Major Dong Gadiro Benjamin. Embakasi East Babu Owino. Embakasi East Babu Owino. Embakasi North James Gachagua'S. Embakasi North James Gachagua'S. Embakasi South Julius Mawathe. Julius Mawathe. Embakasi West Mark Samuel Mwenje Mureithi. Mark Samuel Mwenje Mureithi. Embu County, Double N Pamela Njoki. Mgwen Lelmengit Joseph Kipto. Mgwen Lelmengit Joseph Kipto. Emuhaya Omboko Milemba.
Yes.
Emuradikil Johanna Ngeno.
Yes.
Endebes Kukose.
Yes.
Doctor. Fafi Farah Sala Yakub. Funyula Wilberforce Oundo Ojambo. Galole Said Buya Hiribai. Galole Said Buya Hiribai. Said Poster. Ganze Kenneth Charo Tungule.
Tungule amekuwa.
Charo Kenneth Charo Tungule. Garissa County Udgon Amina. Garissa Township Major Deko Baro. Garsen Ali Wario Guyo. Garsen Ali Wario Guyo. Gatanga Mureu Wakili. Gatondo North Njoroge Kururia. Gatondo North Njoroge Kururia.
Yes, Upapule, yes.
Gatondo South Gabriel Kagombe. Gatondo South Gabriel Kagombe. Gem Elisha Odhiambo. Gechugu Robert Gedenji Gechimu. Gilgil Mother Wangari. Githunguri Gadhoni wa Muchomba. Githunguri Gadhoni wa Muchomba. Hamisi Charles Gimose. Hamisi Charles Gimose. Homa Bay County Bensuda Joyce Otieno. Homa Bay Town George Peter Kaluma. Igembe Central Daniel Kili Karido. Igembe North Taitumu Munaiba Julius. Igembe South John Paul Mwirigi. Ijara Abdi Ali. Ikolomani Bernard Shinali Masaka.
Yes.
Isiolo County Mumina Bonaya. Isiolo North Joseph Samal. Isiolo South Tubi Bidu Mohammed. Tubi Bidu Mohammed. Jomvu Badibadi Twalib. Jomvu Badibadi Twalib. Juja Koimbori George. Juja Koimbori George. Kabete Gidua wa Mashukuru. Kabondo Kasipul Ivo Bara. Kabuchai Joseph Kalasinga. Kabuchai Joseph Kalasinga. Kacheliba Lote Titus.
Yes.
Kacheliba Lote Titus. Kaiti Joshua Kimilu. Kaiti Joshua Kimilu. Kajiado County Lea Sankaire.
Yes.
Kajiado Central Elijah Memusi. Elijah Memusi.
Absent.
Kajiado East Kakuta Maimai.
Yes.
Kajiado North Ngogoyo Onesmus. Ngogoyo Onesmus. Kajiado South Parashina Samuel Sakimba. Kajiado South Parashina Samuel Sakimba. Kajiado West Sunkuya George. Kakamega County Elsie Muhanda. Kaloleni Paul Katana.
Paul Katana.
Paul Katana. Kamukonji Abdi Yusuf. Kandara Njogona Chege. Kandara Njogona Chege.
Yes.
Kandui John Makali. Kangema Peter Kihongi. Kangema Peter Kihongi.
Absent.
Kagundo Fabian Chule. Fabian Chule. Kapenguria Samuel Moroto. Kapsaret Oscar Sudi.
Yay.
Karachuonyo Andrew Okwome. Kasarani Karauri. Kasipul Charles Were. Kadhiani Robert Mbui.
Absent.
Keio North Adams Kipsanai. Keio South Gideon Kimayo. Kericho County Beatrice Kemei. Keses Julia Wisero Christopher Aseka Wangaya. Kiamba John Jogona Kawanjiko. Kawanjiko.
Yes.
Kiambu John Machua.
Yes.
Kiambu County Ann Wamuratha. Kibra Peter Orero. Kibwezi East Jessica Mbalu. Jessica Mbalu. Kibwezi West Mwengi Ekomas Mutuse. Keni Njoroge Wainaina. Kigumo Joseph Munyoro. Kiharu Samson Dindi Nyoro. Samson Dindi Nyoro. Kikuyu Kimani Ichungwa. Kikuyu Kimani Ichungwa. Kikuyu Kimani Ichungwa.
Kilgoris Sunkuli Julius Lekaken. Kilgoris Sunkuli Julius Lekaken.
Absent.
Kilifi. Yeah. Kilifi Mwanyanje Gertrude Mbeyu.
Hayupo.
Kilifi North, Baya Oenya. Kilifi South, Kiti Richard Ken Chonga. Kilome, Thaddeus Kithuan Zambia. Kimilili Mutua Didmas Wekesa Baraza.
Absent.
Kiminini Bisau Morris Kakai.
Absent.
Kinango Rai Samuel Gonzi.
Hey.
Kinango Tuku Zakari Kwenya. Kipipiri Wanjiku Mohia.
Kwenya 40 years.
I repeat, Tuku Zakari Kwenya. Thank you. Kipipiri Wanjiku Mohia.
Absent.
Kipkelion East Joseph Kimutai Cherorot. Kipkelion West Hilary Kiplangat Koske. Kirinyaga Jane Jerry Maina. Kirinyaga Central Joseph Gashoki Getari.
Absent.
Kisauni Rashid Juma Bedzimba. Kisii Donya Doris Aburi. Okay. Kisumu Ruth Odiambo Odinga Busia. Kisumu Central Joshua Odongo Oron. Kisumu East Shakil Ahmed Shabir Ahmed.
Absent.
Kisumu West Rosa Akinyi Buyu. Kitui Irene Mudhoni Kasalu. Kitui Central Makali Benson Mulu. Kitui East Nimrod Bidhuka Mbai. Kitui Rural David Mwalika Mboni. Kitui South Rachel Kaki Nyamai. Kitui West Edith Vethi Nyenze.
Absent.
Kitui Chache North Nyakundi Jafeth Mokaya. Kitutu Chache South Anthony Kibagendi.
Anthony leo hayupo.
Kitutu Masaba Clive Ombane Gisairo. Konoin Brighton Leonard Yegon. Kuresoi North Mutai Alfred Kibrono. Kuresoi South
Please repeat.
Can I repeat? Kuresoi North Mutai Alfred Kibrono. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Kuresoi South Joseph Kipkoske Tanui.
Yes.
Kuria East my sorry Marwa Kitayama Kemero.
Yes.
Kuria West Matthias Nyamabe Robi. Kwale Fatuma Hamisi Masito. Kwanza Ferdinand Kevin Wanyonyi. Elafe Abdirahman Mohammed Abdi. Lagdera Abdikadir Hussein Muhammad. Laikipia Jane Wangeshi Kagiri. Laikipia East Festus Mwangi Kionjori. Laikipia North Sarah Paulata Korere. Laikipia West Stephen Washira Karani. Laisamis Joseph Lekuton. Lamu Monica Mudhoni Marufu. Lamu East Ruwaida Mohamed Obo. Lamu West Mudamas Stanley Moirori. Langata Felix Odiwor Kode. Lari Joseph Buruka Hangara. Likoni Mishi Juma Hamisi Mboko. Likuyani Innocent Maino Mugabe.
Likuyani.
Likuyani. Okay. Limuru John Kiragu Chege.
Yes.
Okay. Loima Protas Ewesit Akuja. Luanda Dick Maungu Oyugi. Lugari, yeah, he did. Yeah, he said yes. Okay. So do we repeat?
Yes.
Dick Maungu Oyugi. Luanda, okay. Nabii Nabwera Daraja, Lugari. Okay. Lunga Lunga, Mangale Munga Chiforomondo. Lurambi, Titus Hamala Mukwana. Mara, Japheth, yeah, Lurambi, Titus Hamala Mukwana. Okay. Japheth Miriti Kareke Mbuki, Mara. Kamene Joyce Machakos.
Kamene is here.
Machakos Town, Caleb Mutiso Mule. Okay. Makadara, George Aladwa Omwera.
Yes, Aladwa.
Makueni, Susan Dunge Kiamba. Makueni, Rose Museo Mumo. Malava, Moses Malulu Injendi.
Yes.
Malindi, Amina Laura Mnyazi. Mandera North, Bashir Sheikh Abdullahi.
Yes, we have.
Mandera, Sheikh Umulkhair Kasim. Mandera East, Hussein Waitan Muhammad Abdirahman. Okay. Mandera South, Abdul Ibrahim Haro. Mandera West, Adan Haji Yusuf. Manyata, John Gitonga Mwaniki Mukunji. Maragwa, Mary Wamaua Waidera Njoroge. Okay. Marakwet East, David Kangogo Bowen.
Mamawa is here. Mamawa is here.
Okay.
Maragwa.
Okay.
Order, members. Order. Member for Kisumu. Order. Order. Rosa Buyu. Order. Wamaua vote. Call Wamaua.
Yes.
Okay. I will move to Marakwet West. Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich. I will repeat, Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich.
Order, Rosabu, you are out of order. Order. Obawa, just sit down. Order.
Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich, Marakwet West. Marsabit, Wako Naomi Jilo. Okay, I repeat, Marakwet West.
Order, Lillian Kogo. Order, Lillian. Order, Lillian Kogo. Take your seat. Take your seat. Order. Go on.
Marakwet East, David Kangogo Bowen. Thank you. Marakwet West, Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich. Marsabit, Naomi Jilo Wako.
Order, Lilian Kogo. Order.
Masinga, Joshua Mbidi Mutua Malio.
Yes.
Yes.
Malio votes yes.
Yes, uko pale.
Matayos Odanga Geoffrey Makoha. Madare Olwoch Anthony Tom. Madioa Gishuki Edwin Mugo.
Yes, Gishuki kwa hapo.
Madira Kahugu Eric Mwangi.
Eric Mwangi. Yes.
Yes.
Madioa Edwin Mugo Gishuki.
Madioya is there. Yes.
Okay. Madira Eric Mwangi Kahugu. Thank you. Matuga Kasim Sawa Tandaza. Matungu Peter Oscar Nabulindo. Matungulu Stephen Mutinda Mule. Mavoko Patrick Makao Kingola. Mbere North Geoffrey Kariuki Kiringa. Mbere South Bernard Muriuki Nebat. Mboni Nzioka Erastus Kevasu. Mboni Nzioka Erastus Kevasu. Okay. Meru Elizabeth Karambu Kailemia. Karambu Kailemia Meru. Migori Muhammad Fatuma Zainab. Mogotio Ruben Kiborek. Moiben Phyllis Chepkema Barto. Molo Francis Kuria Kemani. Mombasa Zamzam Muhammad Chimba.
I vote yes.
Mosop Abraham Kipsang Kirwa. Moyale Guyo Wako Jalesa. Msambweni Salim Faisal Bader. Msambweni Salim Faisal Bader. Mount Elgon Fred Kapondi Chesebe. Muhoroni James Onyango Oyo. Mukurweini Kagusha John Philip Geshohi. Mumias East Peter Kalerwa Salasia. Mumias West Johnson Manya Naika. Muranga Betty Njeri Maina. Mvita Mohamed Sud Machele.
Yes, Machele.
Mwala Musau Vincent Musioka. Okay. Mwatate Peter Mbogo Shake. Mwea Mary Maingi. Mwingi Central Gideon Mutemi Muliungi. Mwingi North Paul Musimi Nzengu. Mwingi West Charles Ngusia Nguna. Nairobi City Esther Mudhoni Pasaris. Naivasha Jane Wanjiru Njeri Kihara. Nakuru Liza Chepkori Chelule. Nakuru Town East David Gikaria. Nakuru Town West Samuel Arama. Nambale Mulanya Geoffrey Ekesa. Nambale Mulanya Geoffrey Ekesa. Nandi Cynthia Chepkoske Muge. Nandi Hills Bernard Kibor Kitur. Narok Rebecca Nonaishi Tonke. Narok East Lemanken Aramat. Narok North, Agnes Mantaine Pareyo. Narok South, Olentutu Kitilai. Okay. Narok West, Gabriel Koshal Tongoyo. Navaholo, Emmanuel Wangwe. Ndaragwa, George Gachagua. Ndiwa, Martin Peters Owino.
I vote yes.
Ndia, George Masharia Kariuki. Njoro, Charity Katambi Chepkwany. North Hor, Ade Wario Guyo. North Imenti, Rahim Dawood Abdul. North Mogrango, Joash Nyamache Nyamoko. Nyakach, Award Joshua Aduma Award. Nyakach. Nyali, Muhammad Ali. Nyamira, Jerusha Momanyi Mongina. Nyandarua, Faith Waire Mogitau. Nyando, Okelo Jared Odoyo. Jared Okelo Odoyo. Nyaribari Chache. Etari amevote. Nyaribari Chache, Janda Zahir. Nyaribari Masaba, Daniel Ogwoka Manduku. Nyatike, Tombo ya Odege. Nyeri, Rahab Mokami Washira. Nyeri Town, Duncan Maina Madenge. Oljororok, Michael Mwangi Mushira. Olkalau, David Juguna Kiaraho. Odaya, Michael Wambogo Wainaina. Pokot South, David Losiakao Kosi. Rabai, Mupe Anthony Kenga. Rangwe, Lilian Achiengogo. Rarieda, Paul Rangwe, Gogo Lilian Achien. Thank you. Rarieda, Paul Otienda Molo. Rongai, Paul Kibet Chebor. Rongo, Paul Abuor. Roy Sambu. Okay. Roy Sambu, Agustin Kamande Mwafrika.
This way.
Ruaraka, Francis Kajwang Tom Joseph.
Yes.
Roiru, Kiengara Simon Nganga. Runyenjes, Eric Muchangi Njiru Karemba. Sabatia, Sloya Clement Logova. Saboti, Caleb Amisi Luyai. Saku, Dido Ali Raso. Samburu, Pauline Lenguris. Samburu East, Jackson Lekumontare Lentoijoni. Samburu North, Dominic Eli Letipila. Samburu West, Josephine Naisula Lesuda. Seme James Wamburanyikal. Shinyalu Frederick Lusuli Ikana. Siaya Christine Ombako Dwor. Sigor Peter Lo Chakapong. Sigowet Soin Justice Kipsang Kemei. Sirisia John Walukekoi. Sotik Francis Kibiagon Arab Sige. Saudi Menti Dr. Shadrach Mwiti Idenji.
South Mogirangos, Silvanas Osoro Nyego. Soy, David Kiplagat. Starehe, Mwago Amos Maina. Suba North, Millie Grace Akoto Diambo. Suba South, Karoli Omondi. Subukia, Samuel Kinuthia Gashobe. Suna East, Mohammed Junet Sheikh Nu. Suna West, Peter Francis Masara. Okay. Taita Taveta, Lydia Haika Mnene Mizige.
Misigi.
Okay. Tana River, Amina Dika Abdullahi. Tarbaj, Hussein Abdi Bare. Taveta, John Okano Bwire. Teso North, Edward Kaunya Oku. Yes. Teso South, Mary Emase Otucho. Tetu, Geoffrey Wandeto Mwangi. Tharaka, George Getonga Murugara. Tharaka Nithi, Susan Ngugenduyo. Thika Town, Alice Wamboi Nganga. Tiati, William Kamket Kasait. Tigania East, Lawrence Puruaburi. Tigania West, John Kanywidia Mutunga. Tinderet, Julius Melik Biwot.
Yes.
Tongaren, John Murumba Chikati. Trans Nzoia, Lillian Chebet Siyoy. Tarbo, Janet Chepkemboy Sitiene. Turkana, Cecilia Asinyen Nyetit. Turkana Central, Joseph Namuar Emathe. Turkana East, Nicholas Gikolong. Turkana North, Paul Ekwom Nabuin. Turkana South, John Ariko Namoit. Turkana West, Daniel Epuyo Nanok. Wasingishu, Gladys Chepkoske Boss. Ugenya, David Oumochieng. Uriri, Mark Ogola Nyamita. Vihiga, Kevai Ernest Ogesi Kagesi. Vihiga, Beatrice Kahai Adagala. Voi, Hamis Chome Abdi. Wajir, Fatuma Abdi Jeho.
I vote yes.
Wajir East, Aden Daoud Mohammed.
Yes.
Wajir North, Ibrahim Abdi Sane. Sane. Wajir South, Mohammed Aden Ado. Wajir West, Yusuf Mohammed Farah. Webuye East, Martin Pepela Wanyonyi. Webuye West, Daniel Wanyamasitati. Daniel Wanyamasitati. West Mogirango, Stephen Mogaka. West Pokot, Rael Chepkemoy Kasiwai. Westlands, Timothy Wanyonyi Wetangula. Wundanyi, Danson Mwashako Makuona. Yata, Robert Ngui Basil. Ali Abdisirat Khalif. Sabina Wanjiru Chege. Joseph Hamis Sidena. Suleka Hulbale Harun. Dorothy Mudhoni Ikiara. Jackson Kipkemwa Koske.
Jackson Kipkemwa, the back.
Jackson Kipkemwa Koske.
Yes.
Irene Nyakerario Mayaka. Umulher Harun Muhammad. Teresia Mwanjiro Mwangi. Abubakar Ahmed Talib.
Mara Jepika Mara Kabig Nene Karege Duke Mara Karege Duke.
Yeah.
Yes, America. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mara.
Mara Jafet Miriti Kareke Mbuki. Okay, we are done.
Yeah. Order, members. Is there any member who has order, Kiborek? Order. Is there any member who has not had his or her name? Yes, Dana. Honorable members, is there any member?
Yes.
Yes.
Joseph Wainaina Iraya.
Joseph nominated.
340. Joseph Hamisi Dana.
There is a member at the back there, the nominated member.
No, he's voted.
Okay. Honorable members, honorable members, is there any member who has not been called out on the roll call? No member.
Could the Honorable Member for Loima, Honorable Protas Ewesit Akuja, come to the front, please? Thank you.
Then it's not there. So we can
Good afternoon. The members of Parliament have been voting for the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. This voting by roll call was necessitated by the failure of the electronic system, and that roll call has been taken, and tallying of the votes is currently underway. So in a couple of moments we will get the result of the exercise that has been taking place, but just to familiarize with the standing orders on voting and divisions. Standing Order 73, roll call voting. When the Speaker directs a roll call voting to be taken, the division bell shall be rung for 10 minutes. The names of one teller for the ayes and one teller for the nays shall be submitted to the Speaker, and the Speaker shall direct the tellers to take seats at a designated place, which we saw a couple of minutes ago. At the end of 10 minutes, the Speaker shall direct the doors to be locked and the bar drawn. No member shall thereafter enter or leave the House until the roll call vote has been taken. When the doors have been locked and the bar drawn and the names of the tellers have been announced, the Speaker shall put the question again and direct the clerk to call out the names of members in alphabetical order in the presence of the tellers. When called out, each member shall thereupon rise in his or her place and declare assent or dissent to the question in the following manner: I vote yes, or I vote no, or I abstain, or use appropriate Kenya Sign Language. That is according to Standing Order 73 of the National Assembly. After the clerk has read the last name in the division list, the tellers shall present the result of the roll call vote to the Speaker, who shall thereupon announce the result of the vote to the House. So we are waiting for that process to conclude. On your screen, you can see there's that activity taking place. The tellers are standing to the left of the screen. Just in front of the Speaker is the Member of Parliament for Endebess, Honorable Dr. Robert Bukose, and the Member of Parliament for Ndewa constituency there on your screen. Honorable Owino, who is also a teller, and they are being assisted by the clerks.
How we do our politics.
Standing Order 71 of the National Assembly talks about technical failure, confusion or error occurring, which we did see some minutes ago. In the event of a technical failure, confusion or error occurring in the course of voting, which in the opinion of the Speaker cannot otherwise be corrected, the Speaker may direct the House to another round of electronic voting or proceed to a roll call voting. And all that we have seen today during this historic exercise for the National Assembly, where they are considering the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. The professor currently serves as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, a role he has held since October 2022. But there was a brief moment between July 11th, 2024 and August 8th, 2024, when His Excellency the President dissolved his cabinet. But the former senator for Tharaka Nithi County was reappointed to the very docket that he had served, and is currently serving the country in that capacity as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior. We will see the decision that is taken by the National Assembly this afternoon.
Order, honorable members, order. Members, take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. Jane Kagiri, take your seats. Take your seats, members. Karemba, take your seats. Ruku. Take your seats.
Hakuna no hapa. Twende sisi wote.
Take your seats.
So which one are we using? Okay.
Go to the bar. Tell us, go to the bar. Tell us, approach the dispatch table now. Who is your team leader, Bukose?
Honorable Speaker, on the voting, abstentions 0, nays 0, ayes 236.
You have signed to the... Order, honorable members. Order. Order. Who is that member? Hillary, take your seat. Honorable members, the vote on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya is as follows. Abstentions, nil. Noes, nil. Ayes, 236. Present and voting, as we had advised you earlier, the vote is overwhelmingly yes. So the nomination is herewith declared passed by the House, and the Speaker will transmit the results to the President, and the Speaker will also sign a Gazette notice to this effect that the nominee for Deputy President has been duly voted by the House and approved. Approval is not applicable here. Has been voted by the House and therefore will transmit to the appointing authority to proceed with the appointment. He is now Deputy President-elect. Members, having finished on the issue of the Deputy President-elect, it is now 1:54 p.m. and the House will adjourn until this afternoon at 2:30. Order. If you wanted to break now, the majority leader would have approached the chair.
You've been watching the proceedings in the National Assembly, where the House has voted for the nominee to fill the position of Deputy President, and that is Professor Kithure Kindiki. That message will be transmitted to the President, and the Speaker of the National Assembly will gazette the decision of the National Assembly this afternoon. As things stand, Professor Kithure Kindiki is the Deputy President-elect. This broadcast has been brought to you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in conjunction with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. My name is Edward Kabasa. Good afternoon.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Shule Shule za kiufundi ndizo zinazotoa ujuzi wa kipekee unaohitajika katika soko la ajira ulimwenguni, na chuo cha GWEL Technical College kimezamia katika haya yote kwa kuhakikisha kila mwanafunzi anapata ujuzi ambao utamfaidi. GWEL Technical College ni chuo kilichoidhinishwa na mamlaka ya kudadisi na kuidhinisha vyuo vya kiufundi nchini TVET. GWEL Technical College wanatoa kozi kama vile Journalism and Media Studies, Hairdressing and Beauty Therapy, Hospitality inayojumuisha kozi za upishi na mengine mengi, Electric and Electrical Engineering, Information Technology, Plumbing, Secretarial Studies. GWEL Technical College pia inakupa kozi ambazo zinakupa fursa ya kupata kazi katika mataifa ya kigeni kama vile Home Care, German Language, Korean Language, French, English Language na kozi zingine mingi. GWEL Technical College wanafanya mitihani ya NEC, NITA, ICM, KASNEB na mitihani mingine iliyoidhinishwa nchini Kenya. GWEL Technical College watembelee katika barabara kuu ya Thika Roysambu katika jumba la GWEL Complex orofa la 6. Unaweza pia kuzungumza nao kupitia 0701300071 0701300071. GWEL Technical College, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Electric fence, CCTV, automatic gates, clean vision, intercom and access control. Zote utazipata clean vision. Fire and smoke alarm systems, intruder alarm, biometric fingerprints, metal detectors. Ni hapa clean vision. Clean vision ni moto. Kila kitu moto. Kila kitu ni moto. Clean vision moto. Moto moto. Kwa mahitaji yako yote ya security, tupigie simu, ongea nasi.
Clean Vision Systems. Clean Vision Systems. Your one-stop shop for security systems.
Je, umekuwa ukitamani kupata ploti nzuri katika maeneo ya Karatina?
Uliuliza, tukasikia, na sasa tumekuletea ploti za aina yake mjini Karatina, kaunti ya Nyeri. Oasis Lands Limited, kampuni yenye uadilifu wa mauzo ya ploti na shamba. Tunakutangazia ploti eneo la Karatina, mita chache tu kutoka mjini Karatina. Kuna huduma zote muhimu kama vile stima, maji na pia barabara ya lami. Ni eneo lililoendelea sana. Ploti hizi zinapakana na kanisa la PCEA Ragate Secondary School, afisi ya chifu, afisi za kampuni ya maji ya Mawasco, na pia ni karibu na reli. Majirani wanakusubiri ununue. Ni mahali pazuri unakoweza kujenga makazi yako au pia nyumba za kupangisha, na kwa sababu ni karibu na chuo kikuu cha Karatina, waweza pia ukajenga vyumba vya mabweni kwa wanafunzi. Ploti za 50 by 100 tunakuuzia kwa bei iliyopunguzwa zaidi ya shilingi milioni 2 pekee, na ukinunua ploti unapewa title deed yako kwa muda wa siku 14 pekee. Ni ploti za aina yake mjini Karatina. Kwa habari zaidi, zungumza na Oasis Lands Limited kupitia nambari ya simu 0793 99 9920 0793 999920 au tembea afisini mwetu mjini Ruiru, Star House 4th floor, room number 411, juu ya Power Star Supermarket. Oasis Lands Limited, shamba lako, title yako, bei yako. Unatafuta vyombo vya muziki? Smart Search Limited ni suluhu lako. Tuna vyombo vya muziki aina zote: speakers, speaker keyboards, power mixers, keyboards, guitars, drum sets, amplifiers na accessories zingine nyingi. Kwa habari zaidi tupigie simu kupitia 0720 046 100 au 0739 046 100. Smart Search Limited, your trusted sound partner.
Njoni tungane tumsifu Mwenyezi Mungu kila siku ya Ijumaa kuanzia saa 2 ya jioni hadi mida yake ya saa 6 usiku. Wanadamu watakushusha chini. Mwangaza TV inakuletea wakati wa kipekee wa kumsifu na kumwabudu Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kushirikisha bendi tofauti za kumwabudu na kumtukuza Mwenyezi Mungu. Ni kila siku ya Ijumaa. Tazama Sifa Night ukiletewa na Carol Washama.
Waliotaka kutuumiza sisi, waliotaka waibike, wao ndio watakaoaibishwa katika jina la Yesu Kristo.
Mungu wetu. Yes. Tukumbuke siku ya leo. Tukumbuke.
Kila siku ya Jumapili kuanzia saa 3 asubuhi usikose kutazama ibada ya Jumapili live kutoka kanisa la Jesus Wina Ministry Nairobi.
Biblia inasema Jehova akampatia jibu jema. Jibu jema. Fanya tumaini.
Ya Mungu ni original. Ndio maana unaonanga hata Mungu akikubariki na pesa, wewe utalala usingizi mpaka asubuhi. Kuna mwingine akitoa kule ametoa, analalanga usiku akihangaika.
Mwambie kuwa sikushika paka ukate. Umeenda umefitina mtu kazini, amefutu kazi, umeua. Unasikia wameona ndugu yao wifu imeingia. Kusikia wifu wamepanga waue ndugu yao. Mwingine akona uchungu umemwekelea, analilia Mungu, anauliza Mungu nimefanyia huyu mtu nini? Unatakiwa uombe msamaha. Mungu akusamehe. Kwa sababu kuna roho zinalia matone ya damu.
Mimi sitaki kujua. Ndio. Ni nini ambayo imekupinga? Liwe liwalo atalitimiza.
Hezekia akamwambia Bwana, waliokufa hawezi shukuru Bwana, lakini mimi niliye uhai nitamshukuru Jehova, nitamshukuru Bwana.
Jesus Wina Ministry, a ministry for all nations.
Kulia, kushoto, kulia, kushoto, chini, 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 chini.
Maandiko katika kitabu cha Mithali 7 mstari wa 1 na wa 2. Mwanangu, yashike maneno yangu na kuziweka amri zangu akiba kwako. Uzishike amri zangu ukaishi, na sheria yangu kama mboni ya jicho lako.